Let's talk about sex. Normally when you narrate, you have sex with yourself. Okay, true. Yep. But in a duet book, obviously all the scenes are done with someone else. How is it different approaching the intimacy to convey in any sex scene when you're duetting? So I think, yeah, I mean, when it's just you, there's the element is taken out of the equation that you know there's someone there. But I wouldn't say. I guess what people really want to know is it embarrassing or is there sort of any sort of oddness to it? But I would say all of us at this point, there's all of that sort of disappeared. There isn't that. I mean, sometimes certain sex scenes are very, you know, they have certain moments and they can be quite intense. And then you might get to the end of the chapter and you stop. So it's sort of, okay, so that happened. I'm going to go get a cup of tea. But there's nothing strange or, you know, embarrassing or anything about all of that. And it's kind of good. It's kind of, in some ways, it's good to have somebody on there because you're vibing off of the story with them. And it's not as if any of these scenes are just isolated. So you don't just come in and do your a love scene. You're building up to it. You're building the characters as stories. So when you get to it, it's all part and parcel of these two characters. You know, how they feel about each other, how it progresses the story. So yeah, the only difference is having somebody there, and maybe sometimes when noises come out, maybe aren't your the first take isn't the best take. You have to go back, or you may sort of fluff it a bit, and that can be amusing when a groan sounds more like a groan of backache as opposed to a groan of ecstasy. That can be interesting, but more fun to share it with somebody else than rather just laugh with yourself in the booth.